Alright, let's start the day with a little gorilla whooping with my little Neo. It's a place I've done before. It's an office building. Man, they just recently closed off the area between the two parks, between the two office parks with a big metal fence. I guess they don't want all those dirty people on the other side of the fence to come over and spoil their fun. It's up to you to decide which part of the fence is the bad side and the good side, I guess. I mean, why? Why put up a fence like that? What is the purpose of it? I'll tell you what the purpose is. Something cool to fly next to. Well, at least that's what I'm going to use it for. It does kind of make an interesting little alleyway right here. I love if I could pass by something fast on the side. Let's see, I split the video again between stabilized and unstabilized. It's interesting, when I look at the unstabilized footage, it looks really slow. I'm not too sure why it looks like it slows down. I guess because it brings in the wideness of the angle a little bit, so you don't get quite the perception of speed, but it does take a lot of the jiggle out. I think I might have to replace one of the props on my Neo. Look how it wobbles around now. Probably because it dumps stuff like that. Oh my god, I don't know where that little tree branch came from. Smack that thing. I mean, the Neo's got a cage built around all of its little fans, but somehow or another I've managed to, maybe chip a couple of them a little tiny bit. Never underestimate the powers of incompetence. Actually, as big a pain in the ass as this fence is to make it get back and forth, I do kind of like the look of it. It is fun to fly next to. Ain't no way I'm jumping over the top of it. Jeez. Although when I was a little younger... I love that trash can thing. I really kind of wanted to, do some tricks or something around it, but I just can't help thinking, if I mess up, the Neo's going to be in that garbage can, and I'm going to have to go in after it. And that's going to definitely require some very uncomfortable climbing and probably a torn pair of pants, at the very least. I have a weird obsession with flying right next to my own head. Ramming speed! One of these days I'm actually going to succeed. I'm going to have a bloody dent in the side of my head where I ran my Neo into my skull. Man, stabilization does take some of the fun out of it. So the photos, or the video's a lot less nauseating to watch, as you can see wobbling back and forth in the corner, but man, it slows it way down. Ooh, air conditioning. Cool. But when the stabilization kicks, let me focus again. When the stabilization kicks in, it takes a lot of the zoom out of it. All that my zoom's gone. I am getting much better at orbits. Or at least figuring how to orbit with a Neo. The whoops turn much, much faster. I think even the Avata, too, turns way faster. But, all about practicing that stick control. And nailing those gaps. I love nailing the gaps. Gotta nail the gaps. Gap, 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 gap. Well, let's see. Well, I think I've already flown this place enough. Let's move on down the road just a little bit, which I think I'll start in an entirely different video. So check out my YouTube channel for the next one.